Well, I serve on the Citizens Advisory Committee. Served on the committee since 1989. I live very close by. I can get here in 10 minutes, so I've always known about the facility. However, I'm a retired teacher, and while I was still teaching, I met Amy McAvoy, and she was the president at that time of the Citizens Advisory Committee. And so she asked me if I would like to become involved and serve on the committee. And of course, I was working at the time, but my principal was very cooperative, and when I asked him if I could serve, he said, we do like our teachers to become involved in community service. So then it used to take me about 10 minutes to get here, so I would come to the luncheons, and that's how I learned about the Citizens Advisory Committee. Well, I served for a long time as a surrogate parent. And a surrogate parent takes the place of a parent when the parent is not available. And when a student is involved in special education, I'm not sure whether the law still is in place or not, but at that time, the law required that a person serve as a surrogate for that particular student. And so you would represent the student and serve as the student's parent. I don't know whether the program is still in effect now, but I did that for quite a while. I would guess 7 or 8 years. I am a tutor now, and I have in the past served up until maybe this past year as a tutor, and as a tutor on, usually I think it's scheduled on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, and serve for several hours in order to tutor the student in reading, writing, math, whatever the student requires.
As a surrogate parent and a tutor, you must have made some personal connections with the youth.
Oh yes, that's the best part, is having connections with the youth. And I've always found that very rewarding, and I've found that every student that I've ever encountered is a wonderful person in its own right. And I've enjoyed all of them. Just as an observer, I find that students are treated with compassion and in their best interests, always following through with their areas of expertise and trying to build on those. There is a school, I mean, that they are able to continue with their education. And there is a concern in order to extend that on into the college program also. So I think that's a plus. Being a retired teacher, these are things that are important to me.
So I understand that the CAC over the years has given away tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships.
That's true. And when I became involved, we were, again, that's what one of our primary missions was to fund scholarships for the program and find ways of raising money. We did things like, we had an art show and things of that nature in order to raise money for that scholarship program. And so that's probably one of the most important aspects of what it is that we do.
So talking a little bit about those scholarship programs, those allow youth to follow, whatever endeavor that they're interested in. Can you explain a little bit how that works and how youth who leave here might still be eligible?
Well, they have to write an essay and tell us why they would like to have the money, what it is that they would plan to do with the money, and we take that under consideration, and then a committee decides whether or not those applications are acceptable, and then we budget for that, and that's one of our primary missions, is to fund the scholarship program.
So my understanding is that even after DJJ closes, that those funds will still be available, correct, for youth who have left us?
Oh, I would think so, yes. As far as I know, I haven't been on the committee that has extended that information, but yes, the money is still there. So we would continue on with that person's application.
And as such a long-serving member, what are sort of your overview thoughts about the closure of this institution?
Well, I think it's a very sad reaction for all of us. And after you've been here and you see what the purpose is and the changes that have been extended to the students who are here, I think it's a very sad decision.
What do you plan to do for volunteering post-DJJ?
Well, I haven't taken that under consideration yet, but I'm sure there are other ways to keep busy because there are all kinds of activities in the community that you can become involved in too. But I don't think any of them are as rewarding as helping students here and communicating with them. No, I would just like to say that I have always been so happy to be able to be involved and to live close enough so that I can be here and serve as a surrogate parent or serve on the board of directors or continue to work with the scholarship program, and all these are good things, and but I've enjoyed every minute of it.